were as high as a 36-story building. It was launched from the Kennedy Space Center in Houston, America on July 16, 1969. The three astronauts in it were Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin, and Michael Collins. Soon after it launched, it attained the speed of more than 11 kilometers per second. In 2.5 hours, it crossed the attraction limit of the Earth and moved in the direction of the moon. The mission control in Houston was receiving and sending messages from and to the spacecraft. The astronauts had tubes fitted on their noses to breathe air in and out. The breathed out air was sent to a box for its purification, from where it was again received back for breathing. They could get their food and water directly into their mouths through tubes. In the space, they were weightless, as there was no force of the Earth's gravity to pull and hold them to the floor of the spacecraft cabin. It appeared just like swimming in the cabin. As soon as the spacecraft reached within the moon's attraction limit, the moon started pulling it to its surface. The spacecraft first went around the moon 10 times. Each orbit took about 2 hours. Then the three astronauts crawled into lunar module, a part of the spacecraft which they called Eagle. Now they were ready to land. The Eagle separated itself from the spacecraft and gently landed on the surface of the moon. The remaining part of the spacecraft continued to orbit the moon at 10:56 p.m. on 20 July 1969 American time, 21 July Pakistani time. Armstrong put his foot on the surface of the moon. Aldrin followed him while Collins remained in the Eagle. It was a small step of a man, but a giant leap of the mankind. The surface of the moon looked dark brown. The astronauts took photographs and collected rocks and dust from the surface. They looked at the Earth from the moon. It looked like a shining blue ball. Since then, our Earth got a new name, the Blue Planet. After 3.5 hours, the Eagle rejoined the spacecraft, and they took Apollo 11 towards the Earth. The spacecraft came down to the blue Pacific Ocean on 24th July 1969. There was a grand welcome. Five more Apollo spacecraft reached the moon later. It was the beginning of a new era of exploration of the universe. Now the scientists plan to explore Venus and Mars, the nearest planets of the Earth. Maybe most of you will get the pleasure of space travel in future.